Hello, friends, and welcome to Wiser, the tech economy newsletter that makes sense of what's happening and what's coming next in the tech economy so that you don't have to. First up, how big brands are dipping their toes into NFTs. Well, why are they doing this? Well, it's simple. They're learning. It doesn't really matter what they do or if they make any money, because the point is that big brands are building their understanding of the new technologies like NFTs and blockchain. Whilst Web3 may seem like it's 100% marketing hype, and there is some truth to that, the reality is that there is so much money being poured into this sector, and it's unthinkable that there won't be a technology legacy. And for me, NFTs are the standout technology that's coming from this space, followed by crypto. Yeah, so when it comes to big brands, who is one of the biggest in the Web3 NFT space? Well, it's Dolce Gabbana. Dolce Gabbana dropped its first NFT collection last year. It was called Collezione Genesi. Collezione Genesi. I don't know how to say it. I don't do Italian, do a bit of Spanish. Anyway, the point is, it was a 9-piece physical and digital collection of fashion items. Here's the thing. Genesi generated $6 million in sales at the time. Now, a year on, and the Dolce & Gabbana NFT experiment has generated $23 million in sales for the luxury fashion brand. That's a lot of money, but it's a drop in the ocean for the firm that booked $1.4 billion in sales last year. But the point is this: they're learning and they're seeing what happens, they're learning how it works, and most importantly, they're gauging customer reaction and engagement from NFTs. Now, if this stuff floats your boat, then you're going to love my latest report, which comes out in a couple of weeks' time, called 100 Brands in the Metaverse. Head over to my website and join the mailing list so that you don't miss it. You'll find out all you need to know there. In the meantime, watch this video, which will come out somewhere on the screen, about Budweiser and what they're doing with NFTs and their partnership with blockchain game Zrun. And if you like podcasts, come and join Sean Weston and I on Big Tech, Little Tech, because we've just recorded the latest episode, which will be out any day now, and it's all about NFTs. Now, the next story that caught my eye was the latest chapter in the Elon Musk Twitter soap opera. Now, buoyed by the Twitter whistleblower known as Mudge, Musk has filed an updated notice to kill his $44 billion takeover of the social network. Musk cites Mudge's claims about bots as evidence that he was right all along. Frankly, in my humble opinion, it's more hot air from the man-child, and I don't think it will cut any ice with the judge in the Delaware Court of Chancery come the October hearing. Meanwhile, Musk has subpoenaed Mudge and his old college, Stanford, which he left in 1995, in search for anything that will get him out of the predicament. On the flip side, Twitter have subpoenaed the great and the good from Silicon Valley. Musk's PayPal co-founder David Sacks is one of them, and he has vented his irritation with Twitter on Twitter by posting a Mad magazine cover displaying a middle finger and a video of someone urinating on a subpoena.
This government wants to get me a subpoena. Here's what we do with subpoenas: a strike no fine.
And that just goes to show, kids, that you can be rich, talented, and 11 years old all at the same time. Now, finally, the other story that caught my eye this week was my bestie, Mark Zuckerberg, who just recorded a 3-hour podcast with Joe Rogan, which is ironic that a man associated with spreading misinformation on social media gets to talk with a man associated with spreading misinformation on social media. Anyway, the long and the short of it is that the Zuck talked a lot about the pivot to the metaverse. He talked about the next generation of the Oculus mixed reality headsets, and how tough it was to be the supreme boss of the most influential network in the history of the world, which Zuckerberg described as is like almost every day you wake up and you're punched in the stomach. You don't say. But what caught my attention was when Rogan asked Zuckerberg about his sense of responsibility for Facebook's role in American society. What I heard was the same old deflection. It's not us. This is how it's always been. Facebook's users read the content they want to read. We were just passive. This is total bullshit, in my humble opinion. Facebook decides what content to serve up to its users, and they know that the content that enrages gets better engagement, which leads to more ad revenue for Facebook. They've monetized this, and to say that it's always been this way, frankly, doesn't wash for me. Anyway, The podcast is worth a listen if you have a Spotify premium account, but don't go out of your way to do it. It's a long podcast and there are plenty of clips on YouTube that give you all the juicy bits. If you're interested in making sense of the tech economy so that you know what's happening and what's coming next, then join my mailing list and get a free weekly email with the biggest stories in the tech economy. If you really like this stuff and you really want to stay one step ahead of your competition, then become a premium member. There's a 20% discount link in the comments below. Finally, some headlines. Facebook is to shut down its game streaming mobile app after just 2 years. Basically, it couldn't compete. Probably because the game-playing demographic of young people don't touch Facebook with a barge pole. Donald Trump's social media echo chamber, the Truth Social app, has not been approved for the Google Play Store. That's because it has insufficient content moderation. Now, Trump, who was banned by Twitter after the January 6th insurrection, has about 4 million followers on Truth Social, compared to 88 million when he had his Twitter soapbox removed. El Salvador are to invest over $200 million in infrastructure for what they call Bitcoin Beach, which President Bukele wants to develop into a crypto tourist hotspot. Having screwed the ad business model for Facebook, Pinterest, Snap, et al., it seems that Apple is going to push out more ads to your iPhone and apps like Maps, Books, and Music. By the way, Apple's ad revenue at the moment is currently only about $4 billion. The next story that caught my attention, Tesla. Tesla wants videos of its cars running over child-sized dummies taken down. Dan O'Dowd, founder of anti-Tesla group The Dawn Project, said Musk was, in quotes, just another crybaby hiding behind his lawyer's skirt for demanding that they take down these videos. Dan O'Dowd, I love you. Talking of Elon Musk, Royal Caribbean is to partner with SpaceX's Starlink for onboard internet when cruise ships are at sea, and T-Mobile plan to link Starlink satellites to their cell phones. A couple of did you knows to finish with. Did you know there are 39,000 ATMs globally that offer crypto for cash? And around half of US adults have never heard of NFTs, according to Pew Research. And finally, and I love this one, a small study in Norway showed that painting one blade of a wind turbine black reduced bird mortality by over 70%. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Everything you ever need to know about me is at rickhuckstep.com. That's it for now. See you next time, and remember, inside information gives you